For this project, I started with a 20 by 24 inch frame that I had removed the backing and the glass, and then I cleaned up the frame. I painted it with Wise Owl chalk paint. The color was Antique Villa. This particular chalk paint takes 3 coats to really cover it well. After I had painted it with the 3 coats and it had dried, I used something called Big Top After Show. It's a sealer for chalk paint. It's a DIY product, and I feel it works really well. You just have to give it one good coat, let it dry for a half an hour, and it's ready to go. It's not supposed to be used outdoors, though. That's the only thing, outdoors in the elements. So after that, I cleaned up the glass, and then I flipped the frame over, and I used Elmer's glue. I used Elmer's glue around the inside of the perimeter of the frame where the glass sits. Then I put the glass back in, and I put another bead of Elmer's glue on top of the glass around the perimeter. Now this glue serves 2 purposes. It holds the glass in place, and it also seals it so that the resin doesn't leak. Now after these 2 beads of glue were put on, the next morning I put another bead of glue around just as an extra precaution. Then I used a stencil I had purchased off of Amazon to stencil onto the glass. I used black paint, and for this first part I just stenciled in the Farm Fresh carrot patch, and I taped the stencil down before so that it wouldn't move. Then after that had dried, I took the stencil and I actually cut it apart. It was easier to use this way. I cut off the 25 cents each, open daily, and I think the bottom says pick your own. And I taped each of those into place. And then again, I used the black, it's regular black acrylic paint, and I stenciled in each of those. In the meanwhile, I had taken clear fiberglass and given it about 7 coats of Krylon stained glass tangerine orange spray paint. It does take multiple coats to cover it well. Next, I took the spray painted glass and shaped them into 3 large carrots. And then I took my tumbled glass. So this green is tumbled glass. It's glass I've tumbled myself that I've broken up and tumbled in the tumbler up to a week. It's glass I pick up at garage sales and thrift stores, and I use that for the top of the carrots. And I just kept on adding and adding so that it kind of was piled up so that it looked more like a carrot. Next, I was ready for resin. When I use resin, I use gloves, I wear a respirator, I try to do it in a well-ventilated area. In this case, I open the window. The resin I'm using for this project is Clearcast 7000. It's a 1-to-1 ratio resin, 1 part resin to 1 part hardener. When you first put it in the cup, it's clear. When you start mixing it, it becomes cloudy, and then after about 3 minutes of mixing, it becomes clear again. You're supposed to mix it slowly, scraping the bottoms and the side as you mix it to assure thorough mixing. When it turns clear again and 3 minutes is up, it's time to start putting it on the project. I usually spoon it over the glass first to make sure that's thoroughly saturated and it holds down to the glass. And then I usually start putting it around the perimeter and in the center. And in this case, I use the spoon to start smoothing it, and then eventually I start using my hands. Next, I use my little kitchen torch to get rid of all of the bubbles, and there were quite a few bubbles. This kitchen torch is so convenient and handy. It's nice and small, and I used to use the heat gun, but the heat gun, you have to plug in. I was always worried about the cord getting into the resin. You have to wait for it to heat up. It blows the glass, it blows the resin up over the sides of the frame, and it really can make a mess. This kitchen torch has been very easy to use. Now, when I'm doing this, I always end up using the torch, and then I actually have to get down eye level with the project because you can see a lot of things that you can't see when you're standing over it, like areas that maybe you need to move the resin around a little more or bubbles. And then I was done with the project. Next, I took a little rubbing alcohol on a paper towel and cleaned up the frame. I had gotten quite a few drips of the resin on the frame, and this works really well for cleaning it up. And then next I covered it with a container so that nothing would get into it. Hey everyone, I hope you liked my project. I have to do a little touch-up paint right over there. I actually had thought about distressing this because this is kind of like a farmhouse look, and I thought that would be cute on the wood. Now you could also do this on a canvas or on wood, like if you had a bunch of pieces of wood pushed together and attached on the back. So the other thing about this, once I did the stencils, I had to come back and kind of fill in a couple little spots with the black because I don't know if it's my stenciling technique or how all stenciling works, like that, but there was some spots that didn't get covered fully, and I was afraid to push too hard because I didn't want it to leak under, so you have to be careful both ways. So I don't know if you noticed, but when I was putting the resin on, I drizzled the resin around the green stems because like I've said before, the glass is translucent. When you pour resin over it, it makes it more translucent and it lightens up the color of the glass. And I really wanted this green to stick out because it was so pretty and dark. I didn't want to lighten it up anymore. Now with the orange glass, you have to put resin over it to hold it in place. And that's why I piled it up so high. If you were just to put one layer of the glass down and drizzle the resin over it, you really wouldn't notice it that much. It would be so light. So anyway, I like the way it turned out. I thought it was cute for Easter. And if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. If you're working on any projects, my email is under my about information. You can send me pictures of your projects. I'd love to see them. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel. And if you want to be notified of future videos, go ahead and subscribe and you'll be notified. Have a great day.